Hello, everybody, and welcome to another scene in Darkness in Dublin. This is the Changeling venue, and we are doing a merfolk scene. Uh, Omari over here was called by Vaz in the grotto that they live, and he has said he had some important information to tell him. To kind of explain what the grotto looks like, it's just kind of a damp cave in like the normal world. Like the gray world is just kind of like rocks. In the dreaming, however, it's like there is coral lining the walls, different types of seashells. It's very pretty and very colorful, kind of tropical even. And go ahead and I guess let you go ahead and start coming over.
Okay, so first Omari is going to show up late because he's playful. He got distracted. He saw something shiny, but eventually, a little late, um, he will, I guess, perch himself up on a nearby rock and kind of with this sing song, uh, a little distracted, a little bored. He will kind of muss his hair and look at the stage. It's respectful, but respectful as Omari can be because it's hard for him to keep focused on one thing.
Uh, Vaz will take his staff and lightly bop Omari on the head.
Ow! I'm trying. Don't be so mean.
My child, listen.
Huh, okay.
Omari, Omari, Omari. He's rubbing his temples. My child, what is it that us House Maluzine are required to do?
I know this one. To be emissaries to the ignorant ones on land, right? Plus one for me.
He'll like shake his head very softly and like he has like a frown.
Oh, do I have? Wait, it's right though. Like I'm, I'm nice, right? And I have to go like learn things and like sort of report back, right?
Indeed. Oh.
But they're stupid, so it should be easy.
Yes, they are. You see, like he's kind of looking like he's trying to say something, but he can't find the like polite words to say, so he just doesn't say anything at all. They're interesting, to say the least. Uh, well, I'm certain you've overheard Princess Celestine is coming out of the waters.
Why?
Some ignorant sap has stolen some things. Some treasures of horrors.
And you see Amari kind of flash a smile. Is she mad?
Uh, he just kind of has a frown and looks at you like.
Oh, I should be serious. He kind of looks. He kind of looks really. Kind of like a wounded puppy. Like, oh, okay.
My child, she's going to expect things of us. We are the emissaries between the land and the sea. If we cannot find answers for the treasures that she seeks, I'm certain she'll be. How should I say this? Pretty pissed off.
Oh, and you will see Omari puff out his chest and kind of give like a mock salute on it.
Yes. Hmm. Follow me, child. And he'll kind.
Jumps in the water.
You'll feel a light bop as you bop back into the water.
Ow! Stop doing that. It hurts.
My child, into the grotto.
Yes, sir.
And he'll kind of walk over to like this library. And he'll open up a book. It's a book about different kiths and things. And he'll say, now, these other kiths, they're stupid. They don't know how pure our blood is, if you will. And we should treat them as the children that they are. Give them a few chances here and there, you know? Mm.
All right. Shrug.
Yes, I know. They're problematic. But they know little of our kind. So I suppose we should be a little forgiving, I suppose, but not to the ones who stole the princess's treasure. Those will probably face a torturous death.
Okie dokie.
What I will of you today is I wish for you to go into the court of these dirt walkers and make introductions with them. You know what you're trying to learn,
Okay.
but this is your duty, and if you do not follow through, you know how unforgiving the princess can be.
All right.
And he'll kind of tell you where to go like go to the court and everything. And he'll say, uh, make it on your own time. If anything, just make acquaintances with them. You understand?
It looks like he caught part of it, but his mind kind of went somewhere else. He like saw a bubble or something, and then
And then
he
he bops
snapped
you on
back.
the head again.
He snaps back and thinks like, "Ow, okay, all right, right, I got it. Make introduction,
Uh,
be nice,
oh,
and do what I have to do.
Omari.
Got it." What?
just, just do good, and you will be rewarded, like always.
Okay.
Okay. Now you may be dismissed.
Pray. Jumps back in the water. God, that's boring.
Basically, he's kind of wanting you to kind of explore the town a little bit, get to know some changelings, and maybe he knows one of them has at least stolen the treasure, and he wants you to like kind of investigate that on the sidelines.
Okay.
Um, where do you want to go from here?
Um, Probably to like um gets to the surface. He has to breathe.
Yeah. Hmm. Let's just say you make your way to like hmm a Starbucks. Let's say that. You see a mermaid on
Alright.
there and you make your way to a Starbucks.
Uh-oh. This okay. So um uh he will
Okay.
walk in and he'll smile brightly. Hi. um who are you?
I'm whoever you want me to be. This teenager says she's very unhappy to be here. Welcome to Starbucks. Do you want
Why
some
are you
coffee or
so
not?
why are you so unhappy?
Do I have to talk to you? Oh, fuck. I need to be nice. Welcome to Starbucks. What do you want?
Amari looks seriously wounded, like, oh my god, you're so mean. And he will get like that big, almost starry eyes, kind of like glassy, like he's seriously been wounded. And
This,
um
this girl is rolling her eyes and she's like, "You beautiful men are all the same. And no, you can't have my number. Thank you."
no, I don't want your number. You're ugly anyway.
You like see her offended.
She looks at her
So what do you
and
want? A pumpkin spice latte?
what is that even? What are you talking about?
Oh wow, so you're not a basic bitch. Okay.
Stop calling me names.
But seriously, please take your order. The line is filling up.
Um, um,
There is a menu. You can pick one thing off of that. If not, I'll just give you a black coffee. How about that?
I, I, he'll look around for someone. Iced tea. He'll point.
She's like, one iced tea, and then she tells you the total.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can enter.
He look. Wait a second. Let me see. Does he have any of that? If not, this will be hilarious.
So this young, kind of little rough for wear guy, well, young man in the sense of he's in his late 20s, early 30s, as far as you can tell, with
Oh,
glasses. His clothes definitely aren't the cleanest, but they're okay. Um, he smells softly of honeysuckle and rose. Um, and in his Famaine, you see pretty much exactly that, except add some more flowers. And as he walks, small chimerical flowers bloom and then kind of fade away within a few moments. And he waits for his place. He waits his place in line.
and you see him, and we'll just say that he was given money, but he's not sure how to use it. So he's looking through his money. He's just like,
Sir, I just told you the total. There is a line filling up.
Oh,
and
one.
I do need to point out he does have a very hippie, somewhere between hippie and hobo, crown of like flowers on his head.
2,
This girl's rubbing
3,
her temples, just like, the crazies are in town.
25, 35, 45. I did it! Yay! You see
Wow!
on platform,
You did
so
it! You did it! You did it! Yay! Now give me the money.
And he says, kind of says, "You have hands, get it," and he just walks away.
She just like grabs the money off the table, and she's like murmuring about how terrible this guy was. She's like, arrogant prick.
Mari kind of folds his arms. Just a sense of arrogance. I did it.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be the next one in line. Let's just say that.
And he will. He'll be ordering one of the specialty teas off of the recent other purchase that the big coffee company made. And he'll ask for it, the biggest size that they offer, and hot. And he looks over at the young woman. Rough day?
So one venti. She just kind of rubs her temples, and she's like, "I'm just trying to make it through college, and I have to work over here, work my butt off, and there's only 2 people on staff tonight. I feel like I want to murder everybody that walks in."
You shouldn't do that. It looks bad on a college resume.
I know, but some days you just want to murder everybody.
Again, you shouldn't do that. That is a terrible thing you should do. I think you should, you know what, I'm going to buy you... And he puts down a handful of multi-pound coins.
Some euros.
Euros, yeah. Put out like 2 or 3 euros worth of change and just be like, just have a drink on me and relax. And I am going to use that as my bunk for flicker fires.
Okay.
I am targeting my crown as what they gravitate around.
Okay.
So I will be casting it with spring and nature, and I need the emotional resonance I am going for is calm.
Okay.
And so that is, so starts at 8, -1 for my nature realm affinity. How many point for the bunks?
I'd say like -1 because you're just kind of.
All right, 7. So 6. I've got the room, so I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna make 3 of my dice nightmare dice. That means of my 8 dice that I'm rolling, 4 of them are nightmare, and it'll be the last 4.
Okay.
So that brings me down to diff 5.
Have a perception, Kenny.
Oh, you won't need one.
Okay. Oh, you're unleashing. Oh boy.
No.
What do you do? Okay.
All right. So I get 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
No nightmare gain. Almost a little sad. So a little soft pink chimerical ball of light appears on my head, over floating around my crown, and the
The, gr-
emotional resonance is calm.
the girl like just kind of like smiles, and then she just kind of rubs her forehead, and she's like, "You know what? Today's a great day." And she just goes about like making the chai latte, and she's like, "Here you go, a venti chai latte iced. Have a pleasant
Thank
day."
you. You too. And he'll go stand over by the milk and sugar counter, and he'll manipulate it the way he likes. With this soft, glowing pink light floating chimerically around him, and everybody kind of seems calm.
He'll walk over. He'll say, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, hi."
Look, you kind of give you a once over, up and down. So, what is your Feymade?
Uh, he's dolphin. Kind of looks like a
Okay.
puka. Not really.
Okay, think of it like he has kind of fins by his ears,
Mm-hmm.
and his skin color is a little bit grayish, and he has like an alien beauty.
Okay.
But it's not off-putting like the she's is. It's a little different.
It's a little bit more sensual.
Gotcha. And he just kind of he'll look up and down. Well, how'd it do?
Hello. um, I'm looking for something. Can you help me?
Possibly.
Um, I was told to look for something called a court, and I'm lost.
Well, there are a couple of courts around here. I can show you. And he walks towards the door with his large cup of tea and just sips it.
He'll take his tea. It's just like, oh my gosh, you're so nice. That lady over there wasn't nice. She was very mean.
She's having a rough day. She'll be fine in time.
I just said hello when she was mean, and it was just terrible.
She's under stress.
You see this girl walk over to your table, and she's like, hello. And she's kind of like looking at Omari, like very
Hello.
sheepishly.
Hello, hi.
My friend just, uh, and she faints.
Oh dear, oh
Oh
dear,
my gosh,
dear.
are you okay?
She needs some medical attention.
Poke. Poke.
He will get down, and so my crown, my dandelion hobo crown, is a focus for Well of Life.
Okay.
And he is just going to take a small, like, couple of petals off of it and just kind of put it in her hand, and then he's going to lift her head and just be like, somebody should call a doctor.
Oh,
She's in direct contact with Well of Life, so she should recover relatively soon.
He gave me a thing, but kind of looks like he's holding a cell phone, but he's turning it upside down, around, and upside down. I'm not sure how this works though.
We can go over that one. We can go over that in a little bit, pretty one. But first, this young woman needs medical attention.
You will see her friend that basically sent her over there, ran over there, and she's like, "Oh my God, Becky, are you okay?"
Hello.
She starts shaking her.
No, don't do that. She needs to She is passed out. You do that too much, you could hurt her brain. Just call a doctor.
Oh my god. Oh, is it 911?
Yes. Go
Uh,
call.
no, it's
Actually, it should be 999.
999. Okay, sorry. I'm
999.
American.
Just
We're on vacation.
calm down. Keep in mind, I still have the glowing pink light over my head.
Can they? I don't know if they can
No.
see it. Okay.
They can't see it, but they're still touched by the light.
Okay. She's kind of looks like she's a little frantic, but she has like a very soft expression. Like she's not worried about her friend.
Oh. Can I get a perception empathy? Can I have a perception empathy then?
Yeah, go ahead. Like, I don't mind.
Okay. Just trying to see who she's worried about. Two successes.
She's worried about her collapsed friend on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, but she will look over to Omari and she's like, maybe I shouldn't have sent my friend over, but my name is Rebecca, and well, I was wondering if I could have your number. My friend like said she would go talk to you, but I guess she got a little nervous.
Amari will look and he'll say, I know this. Numbers
My friend-
85845. He just runs off a string of numbers.
She writes it down like it.
It's his actual number, but you know when somebody says a number they're not really sure about?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, you must have got a new phone. Well, I can show you how to use it if you'd like. And she just kind of gets really close to you.
It's touching me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed you would be very like used to people hanging all over you. Such a hottie that you are, she says, like kind of biting her nails.
He kind of shakes his head no. Like, no.
Oh, I must be
Can
a
I
crime.
get an intelligence remembrance to see if I can figure out what he is?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So that should be intelligence equals 2 remembrance 3. So 5 dice.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a spec in intelligence?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's at least 2 successes.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking.
I also have a gray mare of 3.
Yeah. You remember tales of there being fish-like creatures of the dreaming that lived in the depths.
Got it. That's enough to run with. My dear Rebecca, you said your name was, right?
Uh-huh.
My friend here has lived kind of a sheltered life, and so you might be a little too forthright.
Oh, and she like steps a few steps back. I'm so sorry. Well, if you ever want a tour of the town, you can always call me. And she says, smiling softly.
He'll smile and say yes.
What
OC, she just said she's a tourist.
Yup. Oh no, I caught that.
Amari hasn't caught that because he's fucking new, fresh out the ocean.
Oh, my friend has collapsed. Oh, I forgot. And she like calls 999.
Wow.
As I've been sitting here cradling her head.
Priorities,
Because attractive man, priorities.
gotta get that dick though.
I mean, yes.
What do we do now? Keep looking at it.
Just, we wait for them. We make sure that her friend is taken care of until the medics arrive, and then you get her number and bring it back to me, and we'll get it in your phone.
Mhm.
And then I can show you the various places you need to see.
Okay. And he does so. And it takes him a few rides. He starts writing with like a pencil, but he's writing with the eraser until like I assume she'll correct him, and then he'll flip the pencil around and start writing. But he's not used to writing because the letters are very comical and big. So
Out of character, you would have done a little bit of writing because you are part of House of Maluzine.
right.
It may be very foreign how you write, though.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then he looks at the phone. He brings the number back to you because it's order. He brings the number back to you.
Is it just like a really basic flip phone?
Yes. I don't think they
Alright.
would have been mean and gave him a smartphone.
Okay. So he is gonna contacts add Rebecca hyphen pretty girl at coffee shop who forgot about friend. Put the number in. Hand it over.
He has intelligence of 3, and that's how he's going to save people in his phone now. Okay. Done.
And now I wait for the telltale wee woo wee woo wee woo of the ambulance.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. They come over there, and then the girl is kind of being like, "Oh, I'm so worried about her. Like, she just kind of fainted. I don't know what happened." But it is the most calm way she's saying it. It sounds very unapathetic. Like, I am so worried about her. And then she looks at you and gives you a wink when she's leaving.
Once the medics arrive, I will get up, rest her head gently. I'll take the petals out of her hand, and then I will hand this over to the silly mortals to do the silly mortal thing.
Which they easily get her out of there. The Starbucks girl, like, she still seems calm, but she kind of is looking around like, what the hell? Like, it's like she wants to be pissed off, but she can't.
And with that, he will get up. He will grab his drink and look at the not so fishmen.
Mm-hmm.
Now we should go.
Okay. By everybody at the Starbucks, I'm leaving now. And he leaves.
You hear a few people say, "Thank God." The Starbucks girl including, but she's very calm about it.
Okay. And then he is going to just forget that he has the glowing chimerical light over his head, and till it disappears on its own, which doesn't. It lasts a scene. So he will just kind of walk very calmly. You're not from around here.
He smiles at him.
That much is obvious. I have... And he kind of tilts his head. I've heard stories. You aren't like the other animal people. Where are you from?
Animal people? I'm not animal. Not animal at all. I'm a fish.
That...
Oh, right. He said to, alright. So, I'm like a fishy in the ocean, and we like swim. I'm not technically, they technically refer to me as a water mammal.
I... Okay, dolphin.
Here we go. See, you used the word.
And he just kind of closes his eyes, sips his drink, and then he holds it with both hands. Because it's chilly outside. So you said you were looking for what?
The court.
There are lots of courts.
The land court.
There are several of those.
Uh,
Whose?
kind of tilts his head. He told me this. Oh, whatever. And he'll he'll kind of say, uh,
All of a sudden, you get like this, like get this image of Vaz bopping you on the head.
okay. He'll kind of flinch reflexively, like, ow. I'll stop that. And what was it? Like, Anthony forgot out of character.
Whose court is he looking for? Is the short.
Okay.
Actually, Baz didn't really specify which court to go to.
Okay.
So he just says the land court. He looks earnest about it.
Gotcha. Who is the of this area? Who's the nearest baron?
Okay. Let's just say because I know this Baron, like this is the only Baron that I run. Let's just say it's the Biomain.
The Bioman?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the Bioman's name?
Tanya Leinhardt.
Tanya Leinhardt. Ah. Well then, we are going. Alright. To Tanya's.
Okay.
Fine. I will show you to the court of this part of the land.
Thank you. You're very nice. My name's Amari Blanchemont.
Nice to meet you, Amari. You can call me Crib.
Crib? Okay, Crib.
Mm-hmm. And then We are gonna then go to.
You're
head
going to the gaming lounge.
Go into the gaming lounge.
Okay. So, being the busy person that Tani is, she's not around. But you will see quite a few younger people, like some college students, and a lot of them are playing games and everything. It's very vibrant, and there's pretty much like a bunch of kids just screaming.
Okay. I'm looking for another changeling.
Okay, let's say you see a puka.
And he just stops. Shakes his head. What is the animal affinity of this puka?
Okay, out of character, I didn't get another NPC up, but I will go ahead
Pick
and
one.
come up. This puka is kind of a, let's say she's a squirrel puka.
Squirrel. Okay. I'm gonna. I have a politics score. Can I roll it to see if she's nobility?
You don't have to, she is not.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to the squirrel puka.
She just kind of gives you a sup nod as you approach.
Mm-hmm. If I weren't a person of power, where wouldn't I be?
She shrugs. She's like, if I was a person of power, I probably would be here, right?
Probably.
She nods.
Why are you talking like that?
Why don't you talk like this? I mean, this should be how every cool person talks, right?
I guess.
Come on, let's play Dance Dance Revolution, she says, guiding you over to an arcade machine.
He's got
I guess
a very earnestly. He's got 2 left feet. I wouldn't advise.
Then it's that much more fun. I'll teach you.
Yay, you're so friendly. This will end poorly.
And as they go off to the DDR land, I'm just gonna hold my head. Just hold it.
She turns it on and she's like, okay, now just follow the arrows and put your feet where you're supposed to. Actually, do opposite. Because that's how you play. You see an arrow, you do a different arrow the opposite way.
Shakes.
He'll look, and he'll look at the screen, and he looks
There's
a little,
just pained look on the tree's face.
and okay, and he'll step, and you know, in Dance Dance Revolution, where you see like miss, and he'll get frustrated, like, what am I doing wrong? Oh my god!
And then she'll say, oh, I forgot, you're supposed to use your hands too. When you see those double ones, you actually bend back and press your hands on the buttons as well.
Okay, he'll start like trying to do it, but then
Do as she does and not as she says.
okay.
I'm the best instructor ever, aren't I?
he'll
Glowing
like
pink light. Woosah. Glowing pink light. Woosah. Glowing pink light.
She's just like, oh man, you're having a lot of fun right now. All of a sudden, she just starts like getting calmer and calmer, and she's just like, keep doing what you're doing. You're having a blast, aren't you?
Just
And I guess this is what would you want me to roll for this?
Uh, okay, let's see. Um, Dex, Dex performance.
Okay. Gotcha. See that? Let's see. Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like you have
I see
a
it.
score of 2 at a +1 diff.
Yay! One success!
Didn't budge.
Hooray.
Oh.
And it's like slowly, like he's getting it now. It's like, oh,
It's
duh.
not like by means great, but you slowly start to understand that you're actually supposed to step on the arrows when they come by, completely opposite of what she told you. And you also like you're getting like goods.
Mm-hmm.
You're no means like really fancy at it, but
Uh-huh.
you're making do.
He starts doing it.
I am gonna be looking for somebody actively useful.
As you start looking away, the puka will actually look back, be like, "Where are you going? You're missing the fun."
I am having all the fun in the world.
Oh wait, Crib, I'll be right there. And he just kind of like he's done with this now, and he runs up next to him. Sorry, I get bopped on the head when I don't pay attention. That's the thing. Oh wait.
Well, I thought I should tell you that all of the nobles are here today.
Well, apparently.
So you'll just have to wait a little bit and just have some fun.
I'm starting to think that you're not saying what you really mean, Amari said.
And Crib is just going to look over with, "Oh, pretty one, the frustration has just begun."
She runs and she grabs like 2 sodas and she hands it to you guys. Hey, drink up.
Thank you, but I have my tea.
I still have my tea. Thank you.
And I will take the soda and put it in like the coat pocket.
Oh, but here, do you want me to sweeten up the tea? And she has a
Don't.
and she has a packet of something.
And he just
It
puts
looks
his
like
hand
it
on
might be
top of
sugar.
it really tightly.
It's just sugar. Here, do you want some, mister? And she looks at Omari.
And he looks, and the tree looks over with like those angry, stern anime eyes. No.
Like he's just been scolded. Like, all right, no.
What? It just makes it delicious.
Not the time nor the place. In the future, mayhaps.
She pours some into her own soda, and it's actually pop rock. She's like, the tangling is amazing.
Oh god.
Oh.
If you want to bring your character in, I'll let you like do that while they're talking to the squirrel girl.
Okay. Do they have like a back room where they have higher end games beyond just like video games? Like
There is a curtain
Poker tables.
that looks like it's. You don't have any like poker tables or anything, but it looks like there's a back end that seems to be like almost empty except for one or two players. And it's just like a row of computers, like some people are playing a game.
Well, folks will see a woman in a very piratish garb walking. They'll hear a clunk every other step. Mr. Tree has seen her before.
Probably multiple times, and he's just gonna nod. And he's gonna look over at the dolphin man.
Mhm.
Stay here. Don't eat anything she gives you.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't drink anything she gives you.
Okay.
And honestly, if she offers you anything with a needle, slap her.
when you see Azalea walk up, Omari, or no, not when Azalea. When Azalea, you see Omari, you notice right away that he's a merfolk.
Her head will tilt like, "What are you doing out here?" And she will make her way towards them because she's not used to seeing merfolk this far inland.
Is Azalea landed?
No, she does not have land of her own. She's got a boat. She floats and flies.
Okay. And the tree will walk up to Azalea. We have an emissary looking for the landed court.
Well, they've found the court. Whether she's in or not is to be seen.
Oh, she's totally here, and she told me, guys, that you totally need to play games with me. The Squirrel Puka says.
Thank you for the warning, lass. I will keep that in mind. A merfolk emissary. I can get them to other landed nobles.
If you want, you can roll intelligence. Intelligence merfolk lore if you want to figure out like exactly what that means.
I should, or Azalea should.
Azalea should.
One success.
Okay, one success. You will know that there might be a specific house for emissaries for merfolk. It's very vague, but you think you recall something like that?
Which house was it?
It's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't remember.
That's why she's saying, what house was it? There's a house that the emissaries are supposed to go to. She's gonna stick out her tongue and like try and look at it. Look at the tip. I know it's there, but I can't quite see it.
Okay.
Amari will walk over and kind of look at her tongue and sort of in that 90-degree angle. What you doing?
Trying to remember the name off the tip of my tongue.
You know what also feels good on the tip of your tongue? The Squirrel Puka runs up with a bag of Pop Rocks.
I was told not to do anything that you would do.
Thank you kindly. I will take those. She just puts her hand out.
And she smiles. She smiles softly, and she's like, "That time it wasn't a lie."
she still has her hand out to the squirrel puka waiting for the pop rocks.
Which she hands to Azalea.
And she takes and puts them in a pocket in her coat.
The
These
squirrel
go great
puka.
in rum.
The squirrel puka kind of looks at Azalea, and is like, "I swear I've seen you somewhere before, though."
That's very possible. Baroness Azalea Bloodwater.
She slams her hand into her palm, and she's all like, "Amelia Earhart. I read a book about that. I think I've seen some pictures. You look just like her."
And a sly grin slides across her face. To think I look just like myself. It's good to hear.
"Wait, you are Amelia Earhart?" she says, like, jumping up and down.
I been sailing the dreaming for most of these last many years.
She, like, her eyes are all starry-eyed. Did you hear this?
Fairly loud, like, arcade gaming area, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
And you'll notice here and there that the more you look around, the more you'll notice that there's a lot of child or childling changelings here.
Mm-hmm.
So what brings you to land?
I am looking for the land court.
There's many.
There are?
Sadly.
There's not a lot. Like, the Squirrel Puka will say, shrugging, and she'll be like, "See, the most important one is the one you're in right now, because Mama Tanya can do anything."
Anything you say.
And she, like, does this little, like, thing where she's, like, imitating, like, crushing something. She grabs, like, say she grabs an orange and she's, like, trying hard to, like, crush it with her hand. "She can crush it, I just can't." And you see her grunting, like, trying to crush an orange.
Mari kind of gets like the playful grin. So how many are there?
There's at least 2 dukes in the area. Half dozen barons beneath, or counts beneath them.
What's a
And then a
baron?
half.
What's a duke? What's a count? What are the words that you're saying?
All right.
What does any of that mean?
They're tiers of nobility.
Oh, you mean like ceramics, right? Oh, we have those. We have those.
Like you have your king and queen at the top.
Uh-huh. So we just have a queen.
Fair enough. The folk in charge just below them who talk and deal with the queen and take the queen's commands and
Huh.
merit them out are the dukes and duchesses. The people that work directly for them tend to be the counts and countesses.
Oh.
Their people that work for them are the barons and baronesses. Then they have their knights and squires, and then the common folk.
What's the
Whom we all
name?
strive to protect. Warriors, soldiers, defenders, guardians.
Hmm. Well, what's a squire?
They're aides.
You will notice something very interesting. The squirrel puka, she pulls out this doubloon-looking thing, but it's something that you've only seen deep underwater. And she kind of flicks it up into the air and is like catching it.
With Dex 4, can I grab it out of the air when she flips it one time?
Yeah. Hey, that's mine. I found it.
And she's gonna just look at it closer.
Where'd you
There's like
find
You,
it?
it's a very ornate looking doubloon that has like kind of a mermaid wrapped around it. And you, Omari, notice it as the currency that the merfolk use.
Where'd you get that? Did
She
you
just
steal it?
she shrugs and she's like, I look at me. Am I a thief?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Wait.
She shrugs and she's like, I'm like 15. Like, why would I steal anything? I just found it.
my question would be where though? Where would a girl like you find such a thing? That is a question to ponder.
I I found it on the beach. I swear, cross my heart and hope to die.
He'll pick up the Can I see that?
You will offer it over to him?
He'll look at it. Is this what they were talking about? I don't know.
You're not sure, but you would think it would be something more important than this, but it's a clue.
Hmm.
Oh, is your money becoming washed up on our shores?
I don't know. All I know is that our queen is very upset.
Hmm. Upset is she?
Somebody stole something they weren't supposed to do. She's upset, and she's upset. Then bad things happen to good people.
I didn't steal nothing. Like the squirrel puka says, and she's like all tearing up, and she's like,
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna go for a walk though, to the beach.
She'll nod.
There, you
But
found
I have
such
to see
things.
the landed people, the court. I have to. All right.
I am a
Okay.
baroness of the land. I hold court on my ship.
Okay.
Well, then,
Crib.
mission accomplished.
I don't know what I should do. He looks frantic.
You can come with me. We'll investigate together.
And he'll look at Crib earnestly to see if he's coming or not.
I suppose.
Jumps up and down, kind of grabs him by the sleeve. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, let's just say you guys all make it to the beach. The squirrel puka is kind of guiding you there, and it looks like it's a very rocky area. It looks like a place that somebody normally wouldn't go.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like, say there's a cliff, and to go down there, you actually have to climb down the cliff.
How far is it down?
It's not very far. But I'm not gonna make you guys like make any climbing rolls. Let's just say you guys all make it down there.
Mm-hmm.
Very
And
nice of you.
okay, and she'll say that she saw it from up top, but it's okay. Well, it was like it was shining because like the sun was over here, and then it was like there, and then it was in my eyes, and then I was like, oh wow, there's something there, and then I came down, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
When she's down there, she's gonna look to see if there's any path or trails of feet coming through or dragging of anything.
Uh, go ahead and roll perception survival.
When she's done with that, gonna be doing a thing.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say you have to have at least 3 successes because it's been a few days.
Amari's gonna start drawing on the sand. And this is a bunk for Suitsei 1.
Yeah, you didn't get anything.
I don't even have 3 dice to roll.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's fine.
And he'll start I guess it's the sing-song language. We call it merfolk language. And kind of like yips and clicks. And then he will start, singing it out through his throat. And since it's sand, I guess it's nature. So he's looking for clues.
Mhm.
So Susei 1 with nature.
Okay.
We just want to see if something would show up on the beach or something like that, or point him in the direction of where he's supposed to go.
Okay. I'll let you roll it to
Okay.
see like maybe about footprints or things like that, like how
Uh,
footprints previously were there.
is that over the scape of Omen? I'm not sure. Um,
Uh, let's see. Go ahead looking it up.
okay. So that's that. What's my death?
Let's say uh diff 7. What bunker are you using? Drawing. So diff
Yeah.
6.
Nature affinity. It drops to 5.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, so one. He's really trying. So right here. Uh, one success.
1 success. Okay, let's see. You might see. You're not gonna get very like anything because it's
Mm.
immediate plan or near future.
Mm. All right. He'll look a little puzzled and like, well, that's not helpful. Hmm.
Are there any caves or stuff like that?
It seems just to be like a cliff
Hmm.
with a very
She's gonna-
small beach area.
She's gonna walk along, tapping the cliff and the rocks and stuff to see if they're all actually there.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Actually, perception survival, perception kenning.
you're gonna be rolling perception kenning.
Okay.
No, I was asking, are you rolling perception kenning?
I'm asking for finding traces of what could be here. Perception kenning. What would it be? Perception kenning or perception survival?
Go ahead with perception survival. Like, if it's a different thing looking at the sand, it's another thing looking at like the wall.
Okay.
You want me to roll perception survival again?
Yeah, go ahead.
I spend a willpower.
Yeah.
All right. So
No successes.
I guess we're looking around the
One success.
beach. I will go ahead and help.
Okay.
I have 5 dice. Two successes.
Okay. And that's for the survival
Perception
roll.
survival. Yeah.
Okay.
Next, I'm going to be sniffing around for magic, as it were. That will be
Okay.
my next thing after this gets resolved.
Perception survival, you'll notice that, okay, for you, Azalea, it looks like they're a little worn, like water was washed over them. Like that could just be because maybe waves like smacked against it, like the water rose a little bit. Now, for two successes, you kind of look at it and it's very odd that water would be like on these rocks, like because the beach is a little bit further away than the wave should reach.
Okay. Well, I have a power that does something very similar to that. So now I'm going to be looking for signs of magic.
Okay.
And my perception kenning pool is 6. Yeah. I'm going to spin that willpower. So,
Okay. Okay. So 3 successes because you
Yes.
had that one. Oh wait, you have feet 1 though, so 4 successes. Okay. You can say with a definite doubt, like a definite certainty, that no magic was used. It was like something came out of the water and like washed these rocks.
Hmm. So, a big creature or thing moved the water, not so much the water was moved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where'd you find it? Accent of Sproul Cooper.
I found it right here, and she points like it was off the cliff,
Okay.
like stuck between rocks.
Okay.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. Oh well, that's fine.
It's fine. I'm going to try another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Amari will begin walking backwards as a bunk towards the cliff, spinning around and saying and start saying his name backwards. So it sounds
Okay.
like he's talking gibberish. And backwards glance, Chronos one.
Okay.
I think that was based off the cantrip and the effort into it. I think that's a -2. Plus
Okay.
nature makes it -1, so that's -3. So 7 -3 is 5. Um, actually spending a point of glamour and
Okay.
1 willpower. So lower the difficulty and 1 willpower. So that's just for. Oh. 3 successes. I can see back for up to 1 week.
Okay. It doesn't take you a lot. You kind of notice after like starting on day 3.
Mhm.
It seems like this might be a merfolk coming out of the water, dropping gems. But why are they climbing out of here like this? Go ahead and roll merfolk lore or intelligence merfolk lore.
Mhm. Gotcha.
Okay. That is totally a merfolk that you see.
It's totally a merfolk.
What's a merfolk?
You see him as he's tracing the line, and it seems like he's seeing something in his eyes, but he's like tracing his footsteps back to the ocean. And it was just like right here, right here. Something came out of water right here. It was a merfolk. He seems
All
really
right, so they went up the cliffs, is what we've got then.
That seems odd, the puka says. Why would they be coming up through here? Because that's weird. You would think they would go towards an area that they could easily climb up. This is like an area you need to be sneaky or something.
scratches his head. That does sound weird. Can I try again?
Azalea's gonna climb back up.
Can I
Okay.
try the intelligence merfolk lore again? Steve?
Okay, it'll be a higher diff.
That's fine.
So diff 7.
Let's do it.
You want a climbing check?
4
Okay.
successes. Right.
That was not a merfolk, now that you think about it. No, and you don't have to do a climbing check. Like, that was not a merfolk. Maybe it was some other type of kith. Wait a second. Could that been a... It kind of looks like it might have been a seal. But it's not a merfolk. You're not sure what it is, but it's not a merfolk.
No, it's not a merfolk. Oh, wait. What? And he will.
She will stop. How high is this cliff that I'm climbing?
Uh, about like, how tall is your character?
Like I think she was 5'6".
5'6"? Okay, like think twice that.
Can I get intelligence Selkie War?
Oh yeah, you have Selkie. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Four successes.
Yeah, that was a Selkie.
It was a Selkie. You found that from a Selkie.
So if Silky took it, that explains the rocks being wet.
Mm.
Buggers leave everything wet.
Why would a Selkie have merfolk coins though?
And that's what they're trying to figure out.
Rub
The
his
squirrel
head.
puka is just kind of like walking back and forth, like, what?
Well, you
I
have
would
an
have
idea on what's transpired. And if your queen is angry, and bad things happen to good people when your queen is angry, then perhaps we should get to somebody who has some local authority. Who
Okay. I don't know how anything works here. He'll kind of shrug earnestly.
uh, okay, well, Tawny's been really busy recently. She's been like going after Thalain and I I don't think it like there's many people that are available at the moment. Like maybe you could talk to like knights or squires. I really don't know, but you may have to wait some time.
Okay.
Once up top, Azalea's gonna call one of her crewmates, her
Okay.
second in command, and ask them to scout the area for any caves or but anything that looks like a place where something's been hidden, dug up recently. Treasure hunting's what we do.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Go ahead and put that in your blue book too, so I can remember that. And I guess the puka will try to like guide you guys back to the place, and you guys can go ahead and talk about like what's been going on. She'll actually guide you into like a lounge room, like a place where everybody can sit. And this is where like there's like it's the dreaming, like it's a freehold.
Okay.
But I guess we're gonna end this here. Thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. This was Darkness in Dublin Changeling.